Howdy, good morning.
Well, it's Nitro and Brat. How's everybody doing today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of one of them days.
Yeah.
Lots to try and get done.
The direction we're going is
We don't know what to do.
we don't know what to do. So we're kind of in a bad situation, not sure what direction to go. With her health and my health, mommy just went through 8 stages of chemo and cancer surgery. I'm 58. I'm dealing with a broken neck and not sure what direction to go with having a broken neck. Trying to get done, trying to rebuild a 100-year-old home. And this girl thinks she has, the energy to get out here and help me. I've got to put up a new, we made a list to start trying to get things done. We're 2 hours away from any family that can help us. And the family we do have, they're busy working their jobs.
Raising their families.
And we're stuck 2 hours away from everybody, so we have no support system. So it's just me and her and the dogs. I discovered after getting up in the attic that the whole ceiling that's above us right now in the living room, at one point a tornado come through here and it lifted the roof up enough that in the living room it broke all the truss boards that hold up the whole living room ceiling. It busted all the boards. And I've got to be able to get up in the attic and pull all the blown in insulation out and replace all the 2x6 boards that are 14 foot. The stretch from, hey, how you doing, Ghost Eagle?
Hi, Ghost Eagle.
The stretch from one side of the living room to the other. I'm not real sure if I'm 58. And for me to be able to get, put my 240 pound, 6'2" butt up inside this attic, get all that insulation pulled out, and having worked in a foundry and a cement factory where I have COPD, my lungs are shot, to pull out all that blown in insulation, breathe in the insulation dust. We have an attic full of bats. So you're also breathing in bat guano, bat feces, bat.
So you don't even know where they're at.
Yeah, you're not even sure where the bats are at. For me to get up there, there's no lights up there. So you have to get up there and try to pull all this stuff out and start replacing all that wood. I'm going through a situation right now where there's so much weight on my shoulders with where we're at, what we got going on, the amount of work that this property needs, the house, the yard, the beauty shop, that it's too much weight on one man's shoulders. And the depression that she has to see me go through, it's like I'm worth more dead than I am alive. But then that puts all that weight on her shoulders.
Because this stuff has to kind of be done in order even for us to sell the house.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can't even try and sell the house because, if somebody tries to get a loan on a house, they have to go through an inspection. So an inspector comes out here. We have foundation damage. I had basement recovery systems come in, and they said they wanted $33,000 to come in and put a whole new foundation. All brand new subfloors. They guaranteed it for 30 years, but it's $33,000. So I don't have that kind of money. We're both on Social Security disability. The only good thing we have going for us is the house is paid for. I paid cash for the house on her Social Security,
In your retirement.
and my retirement. Between the two, we paid cash for the house. And the upgrades that we've done to the house, we've made $25,000 in upgrades. So we have brand new electrical 220 to all the buildings. We had it all buried underground. We got a brand new central air and furnace coming in the spring that we paid for. We've remodeled the whole outside of the house, painted it, stripped it, painted it. There was an old garage that was falling over that was built in the 1950s. I've completely remodeled it, resided it. It's got brand new power in it. The beauty shop is oh, that's Richard. Thanks, bro. The beauty shop, I'm getting ready to start on it. We have enough money left over for me to put it up the fence, the rest of the yard in. I have enough money to reside and put new windows and doors in the old beauty shop. And we're not sure whether we're kind of weighing in on just getting that far and trying to sell the place. We paid 45, and right now the market's saying it's worth 70. Even though we have about 80 in it right now. If I dump another 10 in it, it still has a busted foundation and it still needs the trusses fixed in the living room. It sits on almost an acre. There's 2 outbuildings. The workshop that I built are fixed and put new siding on and new doors. It's 16 by 24. The beauty shop is about the same. It's probably about 18 by maybe 24. It used to be a beauty shop.
Beauty shop / garage.
Yeah, so it has on one side, it used to be a beauty shop. The other side, it was just a garage big enough to pull 1 car in. I'm going to reside that. We bought this to be our forever home, but when we bought it, we was both still in pretty good shape, and we didn't know mommy was going to get sick with stage 4
No, I mean,
colon cancer.
I worked all summer, and then it hit me the next summer. The first summer I worked all summer in helping you get the house done.
Yeah.
The second summer here is when I got sick.
And then, come to find out, all this weight that's on me, trying to figure out what to do next with the funds that we have left, is too much for Nitro to bear. All I want to do is check out. And it's scary. So that's a pendulum of depression. You swing to the light where you're getting so much done, the place is looking better, but then you get that back swing on that pendulum where all that light turns into darkness. And it's like, wow, man, this house is more than a 60-year-old man can handle. And we're not sure what to do.
I mean, we can sell it, but then we run into the issue. You only have usually roughly 60 to 90 days to get out. If we sell it and we can't find anything to move into right away upon the closing.
And there's no place for us to go.
Because we have
a Rottweiler, a German Shepherd.
And all of our families have dogs, cats, kids, just not enough room to add more.
And even our
onto them.
families, I mean, it's like my mom offered for us to come there. We can't go to my mom's because I have a 7-year-old German Shepherd that can't go up and down steps. So her hind legs are giving out. So for Princess to, she can't do stairs, and there's no physical way
for us to carry her up.
Yeah,
and down.
she's 90 pounds. So I mean, she's
she's a big girl.
She's a big girl. Yeah, and our support system is just gone. We have no support system. Everybody's just busy with their lives, and it's really sad. Mommy didn't, when we moved here, this girl was out here helping me do all the work. Now, sad part of that is her son moved out here, and he was supposed to do all this with us. That was the agreement. I bought him his first Harley Davidson motorcycle. And the agreement was for him to move out here, for him to help us do all this work, and for him to get a job. And this was going to be our forever home. It turned out that he decided he didn't want to work. He was just going to lay around, play on his computer all day, and be a
hermit.
A hermit. And it's sad because it's hard on her, because anything I needed help with, I had to yell and scream at her son, which was hard on her because it's her son. It doesn't mean I don't love the kid. I would have never bought him his first Harley Davidson motorcycle if I didn't care about the kid, y'all. But he reneged on his agreement of coming out to help us get our lives set up here. We think we're going to do a biker thing.
Bunka biker?
Bunka biker. So we're talking about doing a bunka biker with one of our bedrooms, or taking the beauty shop. There's water and a toilet in the old beauty shop. So we were thinking about maybe making it into a little guest house, and we could do the bunka biker thing where they would have their own spot to stay. And we have 3 bedrooms. So, me and her only take up 1 bedroom. So we do have a guest room for people when they come and hang out, or they come and stay, but nobody ever comes and hangs out and stays. Nobody even comes to visit. Because everybody's busy. These younger ones are busy working their lives, trying to make it work for themselves. And that's understandable. But me and her are in a position that we're not sure what to do. And that's why we're doing a live today. We're reaching out to the community. Nitro doesn't even have anybody to talk to, as far as when I'm getting in these real dark, depressed modes of I'm worth more dead than alive. And I think she'd be better off without me. When in reality, she wouldn't be better off without me, and neither would these dogs. And neither would this house, because nothing would get done. And then all the weight that's on my shoulders of trying to fix this place and make our lives better would be dumped onto her. And then I don't think she would last very long.
Rob.
Hey, Rob, how you doing,
When
brother?
we first started the channel, we started a GoFundMe for the house project, but it's never, we've gotten $100 on it.
Yeah, I mean, this day and age, people just
they don't trust the GoFundMe.
They don't trust the GoFundMe. So I mean, and that's, it is what it is. Um, it's a beautiful piece of property, and it's in a nice place. It's in a nice town. It's just we're so far from any family and friends. It's like I don't even have anybody to ride with anymore, sadly. So here I am working on this, building this Cholo bike, but living in Missouri, we just don't know anybody. So, and I'm 2 hours from family, 2 hours from friends.
That's okay, Pablo. I mean, yeah, and the problem with, and then, our taxes on the house are really low. We go back to the Quad Cities and find a property, the taxes there are twice as high.
Well, twice. I mean, we have an acre here, and with even though it's 100-year-old Sears and Roebuck home, it's all on one level, which is what we wanted. And we have 2 outbuildings, but as big as the house is and as much property as we have, taxes are only $275 a year,
which is cheap.
And on our Social Security, we can between the two of us, we can make that payment no problem. If we sell this place and move back to Quad Cities, which is where all of our family's at, it's in Illinois and Iowa, and it's Davenport and Rock Island, Moline. You know what Illinois taxes are like. I got a buddy that's got a small house on a small piece of property, and he's paying $3,000 a year in taxes.
Even on my mom's property 3-bedroom house, her taxes are $1,700 a year.
Yeah, so I mean, you go figure that's on somebody with a disability income. That's
you would have to save
$150 a month. You'd have to put away just to pay your taxes. Where here, we can pay that tax in one check.
Yeah.
So.
And granted, both of us are on disabilities, but we split the bills 50-50.
Yeah. So it's just been a rough morning, y'all, and we wanted to reach out to everybody. She was in tears this morning because, I'm trying to share all this, but when we talk about everything, I'm not one of them people.
You don't keep stuff in.
No, I put it out there on the table. And when you put it out there on the table, when it's 100% facts and in your face, it's real talk. She starts crying. She's blaming herself because she got cancer. Because before, 100% people, this woman would outwork her son, work circles around him. And now she's lost all that. She's lost all of her strength. She has no strength in her legs, no strength in her arms. But yet she still thinks she's going to be out there, drilling fence post holes with nitro. Well, I got one of them machines, it's just a gas-powered one. You put the 8-inch auger bit on it. But in Missouri, you got to go down the frost line. So you got to go down 36 inches. Which means that machine, you got to take it all, bury it all the way to the ground, and then pull it out. And then you got to get the post hole digger, and then you got to dig even farther and make the hole bigger, and then put in 5 bags of cement and bury that post 36 inches in the ground. And I think this summer I've got another 15 to 20 holes. I've got a post hole out and then go buy the wood and then finish putting up the fence to fence off 3/4 of this property up to the beauty shop, so that
way, if we can get the money to turn it into a guest house, to do like the Build a Biker or rent out as a B&B for people that are passing through.
Bunka Biker.
That they at least have some place that they can go sit, that people driving by can't see them. They have privacy of some sort.
Yeah.
And it's going to give the dogs a little bit more area to run and play, but
So if you're a biker and you're traveling anywhere, like if you're going down to Daytona or you're coming up for bike shows, there's bunkabiker.com.
.org.
Check them out. For those people that would rather go to somebody's house because they'd feel more comfortable, bunkabiker.org.
And they do have a Facebook page too.
And they have a Facebook page. So check them out. I would rather go hang out with some people that are fellow bikers than I would go to a Holiday Inn and sleep on some stuff that, you don't know who was sleeping on that bed the night before, whether they had bugs, whether they had, and then, you pay $150 to go in and bring home some body bugs.
Or, you pay $150 just for a night at a hotel.
Yeah.
And hotels ain't cheap.
So.
And you can't do much at a hotel.
No. It's just a rough day, y'all. Nitro don't have a therapist. I got YouTube. So y'all out there are my therapist. It's been a hard morning trying to sit here. We did make a list of some of the most important things. So the cost of the privacy fence post, the concrete to plant the post, the pickets, that's one of the most important things. The siding and everything we need. Siding and everything we need for the beauty shop to get that done.
We have a few pieces left over, I think, from the other building, don't we? Well, some of it.
I got a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but not much.
Rob said he's cheaper.
Where's
Where's Rob at? Where you at, Rob?
I think he's in like the
Arkansas?
Minnesota upper area. Up
Minnesota?
Yeah, up that way, I think.
Oh, yeah. That's where you get a lot of snow up there, don't you, Rob?
Minnesota. I was right.
Yeah, Minnesota. I need to get somewhere where, by the time we sell this house, I'm going to have about 85 to 90,000 in it. And we don't even know if we're hoping to get that back out of it.
Hoping.
But then, once I sell this house, where am I going to go with a Rottweiler and a German Shepherd? Where am I going to put all of our stuff where we can? And we've done this, y'all. We just, like I said, 2 years ago, we moved from Colorado to the Quad Cities, put all of our stuff in storage, and stayed with her mom for a year and a half while we were trying to find a place. And it took a year and a half to find this place.
And we did not actually realize
how much damage,
how much was wrong with it until we got papers signed and moved in and started walking around. The realtor didn't even show us where the crawl space was. We get into the crawl space to check it out. It's under 16 inches of water, and find out
and
that
a lot
some
of
pump
people,
wasn't
but a
working.
lot of people are going to say, well, why didn't you get an inspection? We didn't get an inspection because we were paying cash. You have to think we were stuck living with her mom in an attic where we had a Rottweiler and a German Shepherd. We were living in a 200-foot square attic where it was hot. We had air conditioner running. We were stuck in that attic for a year and a half when the first thing that come along was like, yeah, we get it, buy it, sign it, let's get the heck out of here.
And we weren't just looking on real estate places for places. We were actually doing the sheriff's sales too in Davenport. But they you had to have so much money in the bank, and we didn't realize with the sheriff's auctions, they actually have reserves set on those.
Yeah. So a lot of times, like I say, you go into a sheriff's auction at cities, you have to be able to prove how much money you have in the bank, where that money came from. It's not like you can just go down there and say, oh, I want this house. I'll be down with cash and pay for it. No, the money you have to bring a piece of paper from your bank
saying you have that much money in your account.
That you can pay for this house.
And the one house that we did want, we were 5,000 short.
5,000 short on what they were asking for it.
Yep.
Yeah, sadly.
And by the time we got figured out who the bank was, I mean, it sold within 24 hours after the auction. Somebody contacted the bank.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find the bank information quick enough. And of course, the courthouse ain't going to give you that information.
Yeah. So
we just don't know what to do, where to even turn anymore.
Yeah. But that's we wanted to jump on and holler at y'all, see what your all's thoughts were. Let y'all know what we was going through. That pendulum has swung to the dark side, and
for both of us.
And we'll keep y'all updated. So wish us luck. We did get the chalkboard out and made a list of things, start checking things off one at a time. We got some decent weather today, so Daddy's going to run out and try to do a little bit of work in the yard for the dogs. Pick up all their little doggy doo. Remove the poo for you.
We do have the Nitro Says coffee mugs done. They are on our community tab. There is a link to a web page where those can be purchased. They're $10 with a $10.99 with $5 shipping.
Yeah. So if y'all are interested in any mugs, hit us up. We're gonna sell. We got the 24 mugs. We're gonna sell the 24 mugs so we can get the t-shirt press, and then we're gonna start pressing. So, we do have a community store where you can go in there and shop straight out of the community store. But we also have a circuit maker and presses at home that we're doing stuff for friends and family.
That's not as expensive.
Mommy sit up, my nose itches. She was sitting on my arm, everybody.
I've got the Life's Resurrection ones I'm working on now. Mommy decided to try and eat cucumbers, and the cucumbers didn't do so well with me. I was sick for 3 days.
So anyway, I got doctor's appointments coming up, so hopefully they can help me figure out what's going on with my neck. I did hurt myself pretty good the other day. I was trying to help Mommy make the bed, and I went to shake the sheet out. And when I went to shake the sheet out, the back of the sheet got caught on my neck. And so when I went to whip the sheet, it snapped my neck forward. And it snapped it so hard that I blacked out.
Yes, you did.
And I think I did more damage to my neck than...
Luckily, on the 22nd, he has his neck MRI done for the neurology surgeon up in Iowa City.
Yeah. Whether they need to go in and do more surgery.
Try to figure out what's going on with his neck.
My neck, yeah. So.
And then so far with my tailbone, the antibiotic seems to be working to get rid of the infection. So that's a good thing. I've been able to help a lot more around the house, getting up and moving a lot more. Today or tomorrow, Mommy gets to go try to do her first grocery shopping since the surgery in December. I've went to the dollar store a few times, but the Dollar General.
Sorry, everybody. My hands are shaking.
And that was wearing me out just to go there for the longest time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it was just because it was so hard to walk.
And with that, everybody said, I got new legs put on Miss Carlita. So I got brand new chrome forks for the bike. So I'm trying to get to a point where I can get some nice weather. I can go out and start pulling the fender and the brakes and the tire off and get the front lights torn off, get the new forks put in. And then I got new light bar with some new spotlights, a new headlamp, and then get everything back together. And then the Cholo bike will be done for this year, as far as that goes. So we can hopefully enjoy some rides this summer, take some time off, and maybe
Really, Rottweiler?
maybe go out with the Daddy's little machine that flies, that has a camera on it. But they call them a drone. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for following us, like, subscribe, and share. And at least on our channel, we're keeping it real. So
Always.
I got on here and talked to you guys instead of doing what the little dark creature on my shoulder was telling me to do, everybody. So,
And that's why I keep him going with the channel. Try to anyway, because
yeah.
he can talk and vent stuff out, or gets him out of the house if he goes out and works on the bike.
Yeah.
He likes to do his little Fright Night videos.
That's just to help,
Yeah,
I
help
mean,
the channel.
we don't have content creators. It's winter time. So what does a biker do in the winter time?
Hibernates.
Ain't much I can do. Maybe do these little Fright Night videos, try to get viewers. So, much love, everybody. Thanks for coming on, Rob and Richard and everybody.
Pablo.
And Pablo. Stay tuned. Everybody
update.
keep praying for that girl. She has to put up with me.
And you need prayers too, buddy.
I'm good. All right, everybody. We'll
Love
talk
y'all.
to you later. Much love.
Mwah.
Like, subscribe, and share.